Some people will look you in the eye and call you brother. They'll smile warmly, walk beside you, pray next to you, and speak kind words that make you feel safe. But when you're not around, their tongue changes. Their loyalty fades. They talk behind you, not to you. They secretly compete, quietly envy, and silently hope for your downfall. It's painful, not because they're strangers, but because they pretended to love you. They acted like family, but their heart was never with you. This kind of betrayal is one of the hardest tests in life. It doesn't come with loud warnings. It hides in fake friendships, polite words, and forced smiles. In this video, we will explore the painful reality of silent betrayal, when those who call you brother are the ones who harm you the most.
We'll turn to the teachings of Islam to understand how to deal with such people, how to recognize the signs before it's too late, and how to protect your peace while staying close to Allah. Because the truth is, not everyone who stands beside you is for you, and you deserve to know the difference. In life, we all meet people who speak sweetly, act kindly, and call us their brother or sister. They may sit beside us, share food with us, and even pray with us. But sadly, not everyone who speaks of love and loyalty truly means it. Words can be soft like silk, but intentions can be hard like stone. Some people call you brother with their tongue, but in their heart, there is no real love.
They say beautiful words, but behind those words is a storm of jealousy, lies, and false friendship. This kind of betrayal is painful because it comes from those you trust. It is not easy to accept that someone who once held your hand now hides a knife behind their back. But Allah wants you to open your eyes, not to hate others, but to protect your heart. Because your heart is precious, your peace is valuable, and not everyone deserves access to your soul. The truth is, not all relationships are genuine. Some people enter your life not to support you, but to study you. They watch your moves, listen to your words, and then one day, they twist everything against you.
They collect your secrets, not to protect them, but to use them as weapons. Yet while all of this is happening silently behind the scenes, they still call you brother with a smile on their face. This is not love. This is a performance, and you don't have to fall for it anymore. Now you might ask, why would someone pretend? Why would someone fake love and trust? The answer is simple. Because real love requires purity, and not everyone has a clean heart. Because supporting others takes humility, and not everyone can handle seeing someone else rise. But your value does not depend on their opinion. Your worth is not connected to their approval. If someone cannot love you sincerely, it is their loss, not yours. Cannot love you sincerely, it is their loss, not yours.
Your heart needs peace, not poison. If someone continues to pretend and you feel the weight of their fake loyalty, take a step back. You don't have to confront them. You don't have to fight. Just distance yourself calmly and protect your soul. Some people don't deserve explanations. Their silence is their confession. Their behavior is your answer. And don't be discouraged. Just because someone betrayed you doesn't mean everyone will. Allah always places the right people in your life at the right time. But sometimes He removes the wrong people first to protect you. Trust that. Every closed door is His mercy. Every person who left was part of His plan. And those who act with fake hearts will one day face the truth. Keep your own heart pure. Never let their actions turn you into someone bitter. You can remain kind, but cautious. You can be strong, but not cold. And most of all, you can trust that Allah is always. Not every smile is a sign of love. Sometimes, the widest smiles hide the darkest emotions. You may think someone is happy for you, but deep inside, their heart is burning with envy. They say congratulations with their tongue, but in their heart, they are asking, why not me? This kind of jealousy is silent, but it is powerful. It grows in the shadows. And when you are not looking, it begins to show itself through strange behavior, distant words, and cold eyes behind warm faces. Envy is not always loud. Most times, it hides behind compliments. You hear, "I'm so happy for you," but the eyes don't match the words. You hear, "You deserve it," but deep down they feel you don't. They act like friends, but they are competitors in disguise. You invite them into your joy, and they respond with fake cheer, only to feel sadness over your happiness. You may ask yourself, why do they envy me when I've done nothing to harm them? The truth is, envy doesn't need a reason. It is a sickness of the heart. When someone's heart is disconnected from Allah, they forget that all blessings come from Him. Instead of being grateful for what they have, they become angry at what you've been given. They forget that Allah is the one who gives, and He gives to whom He wills, whenever He wills. Envy causes silent betrayal. It may push someone close to you to speak badly about you, to twist your words, to celebrate your failures, or to share your secrets.
In the most painful part, they still call you brother or sister, but behind their smiles, they hope to see you fall. That's why we must always keep our eyes open, not to judge people harshly, but to protect our hearts wisely. And if you've ever felt that pain of being secretly envied, remember this: Allah sees what you cannot see. He hears the conversations behind closed doors. He knows who is genuine and who is faking love. And most importantly, He is your protector. And what should you do if you feel envy in your own heart? The answer is simple. Replace it with dua. When you see someone blessed, instead of asking, "Why them?" ask Allah, "Bless them more."
Say from your heart, "May Allah increase them." This will purify your soul and keep your heart light, because jealousy is not just harmful to others, it burns your own peace. You were not sent to compete with people. You were sent to worship Allah, and your blessings will never decrease by wishing good for others. In fact, Allah increases you when you ask good for someone else. So let go of envy. Stay away from fake love, and never get fooled by a smile that doesn't feel real. Pay attention to energy. Listen to silence. Notice when people start acting strange after your success. And trust that Allah removes people from your life for a reason. If you have blessings today, be humble. If you see someone rise, be happy. And if you ever feel alone because people envy you, smile anyway. Because Allah is with. One of the deepest wounds is not made by a sword or a punch. It is made by words spoken behind your back. You may trust someone with your secrets, your feelings, your moments of weakness, but then you find out they were discussing you, not with you. They didn't correct you, they didn't advise you, they didn't sit with you and speak openly. Instead, they waited until you left the room, and that's when they truly spoke. That's not love. That's betrayal. And it's one of the most painful types. You see, a sincere person doesn't spread your flaws. They help you fix them. A real brother doesn't talk about you. He talks to you. He faces you with respect, even if it's hard.
But a fake one avoids the truth. They act gentle in front of you, but throw stones in your absence. They pretend to care, but use your name to gain attention or power in other people's conversations. That's not brotherhood. That's cowardice hiding behind a smile. The sad truth is, many people feel strong when speaking behind your back. They feel brave when they have an audience, but they are too weak to face you directly. Why? Because deep down, they know they are wrong. They know they are not being fair. So they choose the easy road, speaking about you, not to you. That way, they avoid accountability, but still release their bitterness. Sometimes, the people who talk the most about honesty and loyalty are the same ones who spread rumors.
They wear a mask of kindness, but when you turn away, they remove it. This is not your fault. It's a reflection of their heart, not yours. Their tongue reveals what's in their chest, and what it reveals is not love. When you find out someone has been talking behind your back, you may feel anger. You may want to confront them or even shame them publicly. But take a deep breath. Hold yourself, because if you respond with anger, you will only fall to their level. And you were not raised by Allah to be bitter or hateful. Instead, take the high road. Protect your peace. You don't need to fight every rumor. You don't have to answer every lie. The truth always comes out, and Allah always defends the one who is silent with dignity.
You don't have to speak. Let your character be your response. And if someone has wronged you with their words, make dua for them. Ask Allah to guide them, to soften their hearts, and to help them clean their tongue. Not because they deserve your kindness, but because you deserve peace. Because your heart deserves to stay clean, no matter how dirty their tongue becomes. You are not alone. Allah hears every whisper, every slander, every cruel joke made in secret. He knows who is sincere and who is not.
Some people are not truly with you. They are only with your benefits. They remember your name when they are in trouble. They knock on your door when they need something. They call you brother or friend when they are weak. But once their problem is solved, they vanish like a shadow in the night. They don't check on you. They don't support you. They don't ask how you're doing. Because for them, your worth ends when their need ends. This kind of relationship is not real. It is built on selfishness, not sincerity. These people don't love you. They love what you do for them. And when you stop giving, they stop caring. This can be painful, especially when you thought the connection was genuine.
But this is a reality that many kind-hearted people face. The more you give, the more some people take advantage. At first, you may not notice. You're kind. You're giving. You want to help, and that's beautiful. You open your hands and your heart, thinking that this kindness will be remembered. But soon, you begin to see the pattern. They only come around when they are empty, and disappear when they are full. They don't call to ask about your pain. They don't offer help when you are struggling. Your presence is not their concern. Your kindness is just a convenience. But don't let this change who you are. Don't become bitter because of the ungrateful. Don't stop giving just because they didn't value you. Your kindness was not wasted. Allah sees your efforts. 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 Allah sees your heart. He knows that you gave with sincerity, and He will reward you, even if people don't. This test is not about them. It's about you. Will you allow their selfishness to harden your heart, or will you continue to give for the sake of Allah alone? You deserve more than that. You deserve friends who are there not just in light, but also in darkness. You deserve people who ask how you are doing even when they don't need anything. You deserve support that doesn't disappear when your hands are empty. But if you don't have that now, don't worry. Allah sometimes allows the wrong people to walk away so that He can make space for the right ones.
When you give for Allah's sake. Not for thanks, not for praise, not for loyalty in return. Just for Him. Because when you give with pure intention, even if people forget you, Allah never will. He remembers every good deed, every time you helped someone, every time you answered a call, every time you gave without expecting anything back. And if someone only remembers you when they need you, don't hold anger. Just stop expecting. Stop chasing. Stop begging for the loyalty that should be given freely. Step back in peace and let Allah fill the space they left with better people. People who love you, not your favors. Be the kind one. Be the giver, but also be the wise one. Know when to draw your line. Know when your presence is not appreciated. And don't be afraid to walk away quietly. Some people need to lose you to realize your worth. And by the time they understand, Allah will have already raised you higher. So keep giving, but give smartly. Keep loving, but love wisely. And above all, Keep trusting, not it. Sometimes, betrayal is not loud. It does not always come with shouting, arguments, or open hatred. The deepest betrayal is often silent. It hides in the shadows, behind polite words and friendly faces. It lives inside people who smile in your presence but secretly wish to see you fail. These are not your enemies. These are people who pretend to be your allies. And that makes their betrayal more dangerous because you never see it coming until it's too late. A hidden betrayer doesn't wear a warning sign. They wear masks. They walk beside you, laugh with you, and sometimes even pray with you. But their heart is not with you. They are close in body, but distant in soul.
And if you're not careful, their hidden intentions can break your spirit without you realizing it. These people often watch you more than they support you. They notice your mistakes, not to help you, but to use them against you. They stay quiet when you succeed, but become active when you fall. They speak little praise in public, but in private, they question your choices, your faith, and even your character. They may never attack you directly, but they weaken you slowly with silence, with sarcasm, with half-truths shared in the wrong places. How do you recognize them? The signs are there, not always in their words, but in their energy. You begin to feel uneasy around them.
You sense that something is not right, even if you can't explain it. When you speak from your heart, they listen, but they don't really hear you. When you share your good news, their smile doesn't reach their eyes. When you face difficulty, they vanish without explanation. Sometimes they'll support you just enough to stay close, but never enough to lift you. They don't clap too loud. They don't cheer too long. They don't stand by your side when others speak against you. And the worst part is, when you finally learn the truth, the damage is already done. If you suspect betrayal, don't let it turn you into someone bitter. Let it make you wiser. Distance yourself quietly. Don't fight. Don't argue. Don't expose. Let Allah handle what you cannot. The one who betrays you behind your back already betrayed themselves in front of Allah. There is no peace in pretending and no blessing in deceit. Use your silence as your shield. Let your dignity speak louder than their gossip. You don't have to defend yourself when your Lord is your defender. The truth will rise on its own, and falsehood will fall, no matter how long it tries to stand. Also, never forget this. You can recognize a hidden betrayer, not just by how they treat you, but by how they speak of others in front of you. If they are quick to expose someone else's secrets, they will expose yours too. If they joke too much about serious matters, they may be hiding real feelings behind humor. If they switch sides too quickly in arguments, they are not rooted in loyalty. So observe. Don't judge too fast, but don't ignore repeated patterns. You don't need to hate them. Just stop expecting love where it doesn't exist. You don't need to curse them. Just stop giving them access to your peace. And most of all, never allow betrayal to make you question your own kindness. If you were sincere, if your love was pure, if your friendship was honest, then you have nothing to regret. The wrong they did will return to them, and the good you did will return to you, multiplied by Allah's mercy.
Be thankful for the exposure. Sometimes Allah lets you see someone's true face not to hurt you, but to heal you. Because you deserve loyalty, honesty, and respect. And anyone who cannot offer that doesn't deserve your presence. If you've ever been betrayed by someone who once called you brother, know this: you are not weak for trusting them, and you are not foolish for loving sincerely. Your clean heart is not your flaw, it's your strength. Betrayal doesn't define you. What defines you is how you rise after it. And remember, Allah never lets a single tear go unnoticed, never lets a single act of patience go unrewarded. So keep your heart close to Him, even when people